do you think? Good.
Yeah.
Oh, smell it. Oh, smell it.
What are you eating over there?
Fruit snacks.
No, hold it up. Hold up your... That's a donut.
No, it's a Dunkin' Donut.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Dunkin' Donut?
No, this is just from the grocery store.
Oh, it's from Dunkin' Donut.
Oh, you're so funny. Good morning. It's Monday, December 12th, 2016. And we're about ready to get dressed and go into school and work for the day. But before we start our day, let's check the crypto report, shall we?
Alright, well I couldn't see him. I just threw out an invisible turtle. I couldn't see him.
No, you did.
No, I didn't? Okay. Alright, so we are headed to school and work. It's getting cold. So it was 32 degrees in the middle of the night, and now it's down to 20. So yeah. Grant, how you feeling today? Good? We both slept like logs last night. We were really tired, but look at what we woke up to. It's really pretty out this morning. Look at the tree. Alright, I'm getting to work really late, but check this out. This is in Grant's cubby. So they kind of did like a Photoshop. They took a picture of him, cut him out, and then pasted or glued real leaves to this thing. Love it. Hey, what's happening? Alright, so I just got Grant dropped off at daycare, and I'm heading into work, and I just want to say, like, Grant's been he's been going through this, like, really weird phase lately where he doesn't want to listen. All he wants to say is no. And I think he's finally like intelligent or smart enough or aware enough that now he's trying to, you know, test the limits and all that stuff. And it sucks. Everything takes longer. Getting ready to, you know, leave, to get in and out of the car, to eat, everything. And it's driving me absolutely nuts. But I don't see it getting any better until probably January, because it's after like a long weekend that he spends with his mom. He comes back and he's just a little monster. So at the end of December, he's spending like kind of almost like a week straight with his mom, and then I think it's January or something, they're doing a vacation of Wisconsin Dells or something like that. So he's going to be a complete a-hole when he gets back from that. Yeah, I don't know. So the bowling party was really fun last night. That was pretty cool. So that's my cousin, the birthday boy, his name is Dominic, and he was turning 7, or he turned 7. But that's my cousin Sarah's son. So my cousin Sarah and I are pretty close to the same age. I think she's 1 year older than me. And we grew up, you know, over the years playing together and all that. Our moms are sisters. And my cousin Sarah recently lost both of her parents. They both passed away, so it's been a tough couple of years for them. It's been a tough couple of years for me, and yeah, so it's good to get out and hang out with all them. the roads going to Vicky last night were just absolutely horrible. The roads coming back home weren't so bad. We went on the way home from Vicky's. We stopped over at Kohl's and picked up Vicky's Christmas presents, or some of her presents, and yeah. So now we are, or now I'm headed to work. Trying to think what's going on. So I think Luke did a final delivery of Wedding 2. We finished that last Wednesday. And now the crunch is on, so I gotta get the coffee table books completed. So those are, I gotta design and mock up 2 10x10 coffee table books. And that's part of like the packages that we offer. So we offer 3 different wedding packages. Each wedding package comes with a coffee table book. So either like a 10x10 or a 12x12 if they book our top package. So having said that, we are now free and clear for this wedding coming up. So this final wedding of the year is this weekend. It's on Saturday. I don't know what the weather forecast is supposed to be, but it's already freaking cold enough. My problem is when it's cold, we have to basically have 2 different camera setups. One for outside and one for inside. And the reason being is, like, if you ever wear glasses or anything like that, when you're outside, it's fine. But when you come inside, the cold glass or cold lenses fog up. Same thing happens on a camera. So if you're outside for 20 minutes or a half hour taking pretty photos and doing all that stuff, it's fine outside. It's when you come back in, you won't be able to shoot or see out of that piece of glass for an hour. And in weddings, that's like a lifetime. So, and it's not just the lens. Because the lens, you know, you can swap the lenses out, get different lenses. Like if one was like stored inside, it would be fine. The problem is inside the camera and all that, there's mirrors and other pieces and parts too that can fog up or do fog up. Especially if you change the lens. Like as soon as you take your lens off, it's kind of weather sealed. As soon as you take it off, the hot air rushes in there and then fogs it up. I noticed, I must be stressed and tired, because I noticed yesterday that my eye was starting to twitch a little bit. It just did it again now. Totally slipped my mind like a week ago, or last week, that I had the wedding that's this weekend. So I was like making plans and checking out stuff like to do on Facebook and all that. And I was like gonna make you know, commitments to plans with Vicky and all that. And it was just like, wow. So that's kind of nice. We went over by Vicky's, and she had on a TV show on called Planet Earth. And I had heard about it, but I never really watched it. It was just absolutely beautiful. They did a lot of like aerial like videography and stuff, and it was just amazing. Like they were like, you'd see like a top-down view, and it'd be like little ants marching, but they were white, and then they'd zoom in and zoom in, zoom in, and then it was basically like goats or something like herding across the plains and stuff. So just phenomenal camera work. It's just amazing. And it said it was like a TV series or something from like 10 years ago. I think it was in 2006. Phenomenal. So it'd be really nice if we could play with my drone a little bit at this wedding, but I don't think we're gonna have time. It kind of takes a little while to set up and all that. So yeah, it's all, winter weddings are always fun. I remember a shot, I think the only other winter wedding I did was, I thought it was October or something, but Sarah and Jim, my friend Sarah, they did more of just like a reception. They did a destination wedding like earlier that year, but they did a reception here for all the friends and family and stuff. That was actually when Rose and I were together, and that asshole Logan's dad watched or babysat Grant for me, or for us, while I shot it, and then Grant's mom attended. And then she was totally standoffish and cold and didn't talk to anyone and all this stuff. And then she like left early and was probably off banging him or something while our son was sleeping. That's freaking awesome. That was like before I basically even knew what the hell was going on. That's how clueless I was. So that was, I think they just celebrated their 3-year anniversary. But at that wedding, I also learned some important lessons and stuff, and that was about having an extra camera and all that, because I went outside to do some like shots of the venue and location shots and all that, and they actually had a water, like a decorative fountain, like water fountain, and they were like still running it, so it like all the water coming out of it froze. Or no, I think the wedding was, or the reception was in November, maybe. Either way, it was damn cold. But when I came back in, my camera was completely hosed up. And thank God I did it like right at the beginning of dinner. So I ran out there right as everyone was getting their food. And then when I came back in, I had to wait a long ass time. And that was the only wedding that I shot by myself. So I think they were, because it was just a reception. It was a lot lower key and all that. It wasn't a full day. Well, it was for me. I mean, let's be honest, it always is for the photographer. But I think I cut my our package prices in half or something, and I helped them out and all that. But it was just that there wouldn't have been enough money to like split with anyone. So. But pretty much ever since then, Luke and I have been shooting weddings together, like every single wedding. And life is much easier when there's two of us shooting like that. So, trying to think of what else. So I need to potentially get another base plate for my Spider. My Spider is my holster system for my camera. So I have one for my main camera, but if I'm going to be using 2 cameras, I might as well get a second plate. That's about it. Looks like we got a little bit of black ice forming. It's weird, man. At middle of the night, I mentioned it earlier, but middle of the night it was warmer. It was like 32 degrees at I think it was 2 or 3 a.m. when I got up with Sophie, and now it's 20 degrees. So my dad mentioned that it's supposed to get down to like single digits or something. So that'll be fun. But I'm gonna cut this off. Stay tuned for more. Alright, what's happening? Just getting out of work for the day. Leaving work a little early so I can get Grant, or at least get home to Grant. But I'm going to give my mom a call and talk to her a little bit about him and stuff, and just kind of get some insight and all that. So I took a suggestion or an idea that Grant gave me, and I'm going to try to pursue making an app and website and everything for this one idea. There was a discount on swag bucks today for creating a domain. So I was like, let me do a search, a domain name search real quick, and it wasn't already taken, and I was surprised by that. But so what I'm gonna do is go through with this. So I think what I've decided is I'm not gonna be dumping copious amounts of cash into this car this year. So I probably will at some point pull the engine and swap the turbos, but what I'm thinking of doing is just swapping the turbos that I already bought, $100 ones that I already bought, paid for, and in the meantime I will most likely want to swap the torque converter and probably reseal the engine, so fix whatever the fuck's leaking and all that. That's still going to be probably less than $1,500 total. Well, probably around $1,000, which is way less than going stage 3. I'll save stage 3 for some other day, some other time, but I want to do what I really like doing, and that's being an entrepreneur. So I've been doing the business on my own and all that for a few years now, for 3-4 years now. This year, 2016, was the most profitable year yet, and I don't know, I really thrive off of this stuff. It's kind of like a rush. You know, I do like doing the car stuff and all that, but I'm never gonna get the return back on my money, of course. So what it kind of is like a rich man's hobby or sport. So if I, you know, am making bank, I can invest some cash or coin into my hobbies. But until I'm making bank, it's like, you know, it is what it is, right? So that's just my latest thoughts. So yeah, I'm gonna cut this short. I gotta make some phone calls, so stay tuned for more. Alright, so I don't think I failed to mention it. So, no, I did mention it, but today I did buy 2 domain names. I couldn't pick between the 2, so I'm just excited about that. I haven't bought any like web domains in a long time, so I used to fantasize about like buying them and then, you know, like saving them, and like some big company would want to buy it for $1 million, the URL name and stuff, but they just keep adding more and more extensions or whatever. But I did buy 2 .com domains today, and I got them for 2 years. So I figured if I don't do anything with them in 2 years, it was like $65, then I am going to I'll just cancel them or whatever, not renew them. But yeah, so everything's going well, and I just had to get some gas. It's cold. It's now 15 degrees. The roads are starting to freeze. They were all wet from salt. And I'm going to give Vicky a call, so stay tuned for more.
As soon as you see him, you hit him?
Yes. You get so much time to pick someone before it ends.
That was it. Now this is a new game?
New guy, new bad guy.